What we can see on the first slide is myself scanned in the Move4D scanner, and we can see a Style3D avatar which is graded based on my measurements. We have a look on the Style3D avatar, modified the avatar based on my measurements, and just animated it. We are able to do clothing design and development. I recreated the movements in the Move4D scanner. And then we took 3 key poses which we used for the analysis. How we can get the Style3D avatar. It's an easy UX design. We are able to modify the avatar, able to modify a little bit the shape, but I tried my best, but as we have seen on the first slide, I was not able to recreate my shape. It's the outcome. So we have the A pose, we have 1 key pose from the jumping jack, and we have also 1 key pose from the squat. And Move4D scan is when it comes to reality. But we can see the same here. We have a reference pose, the A pose. We have 1 key pose from the squat and 1 key pose from the jumping jack. And with my fashion background, the first thing what I do is I have to do a visual analysis of the avatars, because that's also what pattern makers, technicians, and designers do. What we see is that the Style3D avatar is not really reflecting the reality. So as we are all humans, we have different bodies, and we can see it in Move4D scan really exactly that the default avatar is not showing the reality. Also, when we go into the poses and do their visual analysis, we see that we also have a movement in the waist area, in the hip area, in the arms, in the shoulders, and that's something which is also not shown on the Style3D avatar. We see the same in the measurement. See that we have a movement, a high movement, for example, in the Move4D when it comes to the jumping jack, and the Style3D measurements remain the same. When it comes to the squat pose, that the quadriceps femoris have a movement there, and so we have to see it in the measurements as well, and we do not see it in the measurements of the Style3D avatar. But when we're talking about body near clothing, it's important that we also see this movement for a digital fitting. In comparison to the Move4D scan and also into the reality, we have not the change of measurements we need to get a realistic fit, is that we have a different shape, and that's really important for the fit of clothing. In the last part, we analyzed the mesh on your shoulder and try it. You see that there is a movement and there's a shrinkage in your shoulder area, which we basically do not have for the Style3D avatar. Interesting was the squat pose in this analysis, because we see really stronger changes in both avatars. On the shoulders of the Move4D avatar, we have a good compression, and also we have in comparison both avatars when we look on the back, so that's the picture below. In the butt area, the same changes of the mesh. That when we talk about clothing which is close to the body, we need this exact measurements of our bodies, and we also have to see it in the mesh, because otherwise we are not able to create a digital twin. The conclusion was that a Move4D scan enables digital fitting under real body dimension conditions better in comparison to the Style3D default avatar.